Just over them trees is Czech Republic, a country I have never cycled in before, and I don't know where I'll sleep tonight, and I don't know what the weather has in store for me, and I don't know what challenges are awaiting.
Whoa, is this sun ever going to start warming me up? Because it is cold out here in Czech Republic. Hoping this one across Czech Republic to Germany will be a little bit more smooth sailing, a little less demanding, and hopefully the bicycle can make it. Keep on going. Pretty sure it's going to be a little less relentless compared to Slovakia back there that I've just crossed the border from. There's definitely some hills, but should be a bit more less demanding. Well, I say now, hoping that is the case. It's quite a long old crossing, this one. It's going to be the longest one on my journey back home. So keep pedaling downhill for now. .47 kilometers, and I'm probably only just starting to gradually go uphill. It's been downhill constantly. It's about 9:30. So nice out here today. I do want to use today, the first day here, and this great weather, and it is starting to warm up now, to try and have quite a big day, because it looks like possibly tomorrow and the next day it might be a bit wet. Weather app's telling me like 80% tomorrow, 90% the day after. So there might be a couple of horrible days ahead of us. While today is mostly in my favor, I've got maybe 20 or 30k in a minute to sort of start heading up and downhill a bit. But I wouldn't mind trying to hit that 160k at least once in Czech. God, I can't believe I've done 50k already. Only 9:30. It's getting too hot out here. I've done about 110k. It's about 50 more to go until I can get to roughly where I want to get to, like 50k max. Probably don't actually need to do the whole 50 to actually get into like the wooded area where I'm hoping to camp, but man, I'm so drained right now, so sleepy, so tired. The heat just zaps all your strength away. But it's not too much hard work really to do that 50k. There's like one climb for the next 10k-ish, then a nice downhill, and then it's pretty flat as I'm kind of like following the road and then crossing over it a bunch of times until I get to that woodlands where it looks like there's loads of like mountain bike trails and stuff, so at least it'll be in the shade, hopefully. It's like 3 p.m. now, so it's like the hottest part of the day. But at least it'll get cooler. love, absolutely love this time of the evening. That summer, cool air as the sun starts getting lower. It's so nice. And I've done about just over 150k, so I'm pretty happy. And I'm now in like the woodlandsy bit where I'm hoping to find somewhere to camp. Not too bothered if I do get that 160 or not, just I can find somewhere around this area. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I'm just going up a little climb, so I'll probably have to get sort of to the top so it flattens out a bit. Look at the views out here. So nice. So I was checking the weather tomorrow, and it so far says just cloudy, but after about 6 p.m, that's when all the rain starts, and it'll probably be all night and all day sort of thing once it arrives. So at least I'll have most of the day to get some Ks down, and I'll probably end up, if that is the case as well, I'll probably end up just camping early tomorrow and making sure I'm in camp early. Oh God, what a day. It's been really good. Definitely a hot one there towards the end. Let's go find my camp. Mike just found the most perfect spot. This is going to be an absolutely perfect camp spot. Probably got about 40 minutes until the sun sets. Today has been really good. A lot hillier than I thought it was ended up going to be, but not too bad really. I think tomorrow is going to be way more hilly. So, but I did manage to do 160k. I'm really sweaty right now because I just got on some roadies, well, they're on gravel bikes, roadies wheels up this climb. So really good start for this east-west challenge of cycling across Czech Republic. Whew. The problem of going east to west is definitely you're always, well, most of the time, got a headwind. And also you're normally riding towards any bad weather. Like tomorrow, I'm heading towards the bad weather. This most likely come from bloody England. I'm gonna rest well. It's the first time I've been in my tent for 2 nights, been on benches, and what's better, don't have to worry about bears anymore. I can just chill. I don't think there's any, maybe a couple of lizards might crawl into my tent, I don't know. Look at that sunset, beautiful, right, as always. See bright and early in the morning.
Last night was such a good night. I really needed that really beautiful, perfect camp spot to sleep really well, and I did. I really slept so well. I think the moment I got into the tent, I put my head on the pillow and I just zonked out pretty much the whole night. It's 6:30 at the moment, so I'm leaving a little later. Just woke up when the sun was hitting my tent and the birds were singing. It was just so good. Now, when I checked the weather yesterday, it said it was going to rain, but probably not until around like 6 p.m. So all I can assume is I'm heading towards it. Now, I don't plan to do as big of a day as yesterday. I don't plan to do 160. I'm aiming for about 100k today. If that's all I can do, then I'll be happy with that, to be honest. I was just checking the map yesterday, and it looks like there's quite a lot of like woodlands that I come through. So I'm really got my fingers crossed for lots of these good woodland, nice camp spots as I head east to west to Germany. So let's go and see what today has in store for us. Hopefully not too windy, and hopefully I can stay dry in time to get to my camp I just have this feeling, because it said from 6 and then the next day was rain as well, that it's probably going to be tomorrow is just going to be like a non-stop rain day. But hey, we gotta deal with some of that sometimes. Let's go get back on track and enjoy another day in Czech Republic and hope this free hub still lasts. I don't really have any issues with it. It's just if I'm descending, obviously you're in a higher gear, and then the chain like gets sucked because it doesn't, the free hub's not spinning like freely. So every time I have to descend, I have to shift to an easier gear. So there's more chain on the teeth of the cassette, and then it's just, and then I forget that I've done that. So then I come down and I want to pedal and I'm like, whoa, I forget. But all part of the fun of bike packing. Right, let's leave the woods and see what's going on today. Looking beautiful though. Love this woods, it's so quiet, so good. Let's go.
Last night, as I finished on top of the hill, it meant this morning I would be starting in the best possible way. Downhill, surrounded by trees, cruising through the kilometres with ease. Which was ideal because there was still a very long way to go if I was going to make it across to Germany. I had set off with sunshine this morning, but the further I pedalled, the more ominous the skies became.
I was just thinking, oh, it'll be time to stop. I've done 35k and it's getting all dark and gloomy, but so far I've been very lucky not to have the rain actually really downpour. The moment I sat down, it starts raining. Luckily, I got a roof, so I'm going to chill here for a little bit. I don't think it's going to pass. I think from now, pretty much all day, all night, it's going to be raining, and I'm sort of heading into it. I guess the lucky thing is going from east to west is the weather is going the opposite direction of me, so at some point it's got to pass, right? But yeah, I've done 35k. It's been a very nice morning, but the rest of the day might not be so pleasant. Now it's raining.
There comes a point on any adventure that you have to just embrace the wet life, and this was one of them moments. I had waited around long enough, and it didn't look like it was going to pass anytime soon. And to be completely honest, I needed a wash anyway, so out into the rain I went.
Well, I don't want to tempt fate, and I probably shouldn't because I'm heading towards that grey cloud. But somehow I managed to escape the rain, and it's actually sunny and quite hot. I am pretty much just out in the countryside all to myself, out in places like this. The odd village here and there, and also lots of like woodland trails and stuff. It's really nice. I'm not really coming through anywhere until a place called Cheb. I don't know. Mostly I'm just hoping I'm gonna stay dry. Absolutely hammered it down, and then I went through some trees and came out the other side, and it's like arriving in Narnia, a different world.
had just turned into this really nice day. It turns out the Czech countryside was just a really fun place to ride through. But all day I had been dodging these little micro storms, even hiding under a bridge like a troll at one point. But I had managed to stay dry at least, so far.
Wow, look at that. Another zip breaks. Just another thing broken. Zip, zip, zip. Done about 95k or something, so gonna do another like 20 maybe. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm gonna start climbing up a bit, head to the nearest forest. I'm still kind of dry. It's trying to rain, but nothing crazy yet. Hopefully I can get to camp before it actually starts raining. Probably not going to push on like too far. I'm going through like a bunch of woodland, so I should have lots of options. But it is a bit early really to set up camp right now, but I've still got to start climbing. Once I get up this next sort of climb, I stay around the 2,000 feet elevation for quite a while. So this one is maybe like 1,000 feet of climbing, but nothing crazy. But keep an eye on my lunch. Let's go to the woods.
I was feeling a bit miffed that I'd broken my zip off my frame bag as I headed out into the evening for my search for my bed tonight. And then it finally happened. I finally arrived at that point of the day where I would come face to face with the storm. The clouds drew nearer, the thunder grew louder. It's titanium conductive. And then the rain. Biblical rain. I managed to hide in a bus shelter while the worst of it came down. I don't think I was the only one surprised by just how hard this rain came down. It has been a long time since I've experienced rain like this, and while it paused for a brief moment, it wouldn't be long before I was having to embrace the wet life once more, on my search for somewhere to sleep. Right, I've done the awkward tent shuffle, getting changed into dry clothes. Oh man, I don't even know what I ended up doing. I think it was something about 115, 110, something like that K. I actually kind of got a little bit past where I was going to camp because there was no trees where I was planning to camp, but not too far. Tomorrow morning I got a bit of a downhill, then we carry on climbing for a little longer. But as you can hear, it's bloody pissing it down. I did not make it in time to, beat the rainstorm, the lightning. There was thunder. God, all day it's been like really nice, sort of just trying to beat that rain, and then of course, it has to happen right when you're looking for camp. I literally could have just one more hour and I would have been here dry, but no, I had to hide in a bus shelter and fun times. But I have managed to find a little camp spot. I'm quite close to the road, so every now and again I hear a car go past, but I don't think once it gets a bit later and it gets dark and stuff, I think that they won't be very loud and there won't be many cars. But today I'm just trying to get everything organised right now. But today we're going back to some good old pizza. It's like a donut. Personally, I feel they've just ripped me off of a part of a pizza because they've taken the whole. Checking the weather forecast for tomorrow. I don't think it's raining. It's meant to be really windy. And then rain, I think, comes a bit later on in the day, obviously, when you're probably trying to find somewhere to camp. It's absolutely hammering it down right now. Yeah, we'll take tomorrow as it comes. I have no idea how bad it's going to be. If it's going to be a headwind, which it probably will be, then it's going to be brutal. But we'll see. I'm camped really early. It's only, I think, actually it's about 7:30, so it's not that early. But anyway, I will see bright and early in the morning. Well, we'll see. Maybe I get blown away, hit by lightning. Who knows? Hopefully, it will have calmed down by the morning and get everything dry and get back on the road. I would tell you how far I've got to go until Germany, but I can't remember. Good night.
Actually not looking so bad out here. Good morning. Wow, that night was crazy. It literally did not stop raining until about 3 in the morning, and it was as heavy as anything I've ever experienced. Well, especially for a very long time. I don't know if I was I am quite high up, like I'm on like the brow of a hill. So I think all the wind was just like hitting me. The rain was just directly on my tent. I did actually manage to sleep quite well, but the next few days aren't looking great. Today, I think it's mostly going to be dry, although I am heading towards more of the rain. And I've obviously got a headwind today, which is going to be cold and brutal and no fun at all. So I have no idea how many kilometers I want to get through today. I'm just going to try and just keep pedaling. At some point I need to stop and get everything dry, so in a few hours, once it's warmed up a little bit, hopefully it won't be raining and I'll be able to stop somewhere, get the tent all dry. Got some fresh socks on, which is annoying because they're already wet now, and get these disgusting ones dry. I think they all become a bike rag. Right, at least this morning I get to go downhill. I don't know what day it is, I think it's day 3. It's cold as ice, no need to sacrifice.
Still all damp from the previous evening, today was starting out bitterly cold. The open exposed countryside, now with a strong cold headwind to deal with, made this morning a relentless one, a character building one. The only break I got this morning was when I would get some shelter when I came through some woodlands. But it was so cold that today I even had to dig out the gloves.
My God, that has been one cold ride this morning. I've even had to get my gloves on, but this is life on the road, getting everything dry. And it's gonna be baguette themed breakfast this morning. Because it has been so bitterly cold with that wind, the wind is what is really making it cold, and as I'm going into it, right into my face, it's so cold. Not only is it cold, it's obviously making my life a lot harder, but I have managed to do 50k because I just did not want to stop. I just kept riding and riding and riding. Also, where I am at the moment, it's like rolling countryside, so there's no really long sustained climbs, no really long sustained descents either, but just nice and rolling. But as you can see, the sun has started to shine,
so it's time to get everything dry and get organised again. I'm not even looking at the weather at the moment. I'm just keeping my head down into this cold headwind and just keep on riding. Just working on a little solution to fix the old bag issue. Nice. Well, got everything dry. Done a bit of bag fixing. I think I could do a slightly better job, but as long as it stops all the pizzas and stuff flying out, that's all it's got to do. I've either acclimatized to the hot weather or I'm getting weak in my old age, because that wind is fuging, bloody freezing. Looking at the map, and I have just gone past, well, a little while ago actually, not that far ago, but I've gone past the halfway mark of crossing Czech Republic. Let me go down this hill now before I talk. Cold, 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 cold wind. Nice little lake. There's lots of little lakes around here. As I was saying, I'm just over the halfway point now, and I have planned, well, kind of hoping to plan, to stop off for maybe a night or two towards the German border. There's a little place called Cheb, I think it was. So I'm kind of hoping I can stop there. It's probably like 10-15 kilometers from the German border, but I can't plan that just yet. I need to see how today and then tomorrow goes, but it depends how much this wind affects how far I can do. I think it's not actually supposed to rain now. I'm sure I'll probably get a few showers on me, but for now I've done 50k and I've got 304 to go, apparently.
It was just one of those days. One of those days where the more effort I put in, the more it felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. Every kilometre that passed, the wind seemed to get stronger and stronger, and I got slower and slower. Out here on the exposed rolling countryside, there was very little shelter. Nowhere to hide from it. Nowhere to escape it. You can't see it, but you can feel it in every turn of the pedals. The harder you push, the harder it seems to push back. Days like today are a real test of mental strength. They wear you down little by little. Motivation starts to disappear. The excitement of the journey fades and your focus narrows to the next kilometre, then the next, and then the next. I watched those kilometres tick by slowly, but just like yesterday, as the day went on, I would be hit with a sense of deja vu as the clouds started rolling in towards me.
I have a better idea. Well, I think I am well and truly done for today. Found a little spot in this woodlands probably there. Maybe in there a little bit more. It's like really sheltered from all the wind and stuff. It's nice and quiet. So it should be a good little camp spot. I ended up doing 135k, so good going considering the wind, and I probably got about 230-ish until we get to the German border. So if I can do another 130-ish tomorrow, I'm on track for then the next day being able to hopefully find a bed for the night, maybe 2 nights. Before I set up the tent, it is a bit early, it's only about 6:30, maybe 7. Got some burek for dinner. Let the sun start setting, and then I'll get the tent set up. I'm very tired tonight. Oh, it was a hell of a day. I really, really, really hope tomorrow the wind has at least just died down a bit. Just a little bit, please. Please, or turn around. Go really, really fast, but go the other way. I don't mind. Right, as always though, see you bright and early in the morning.
Wow, them skies are looking a lot better today than yesterday. We've got nice white fluffy clouds, not dark gloomy threatening clouds, quite chill and not that windy, but looking at the clouds, they are moving quite fast, so it's probably still quite windy. Last night was a really good camp spot. Slept really well again, really quiet apart from some barking dogs somewhere. I've also booked a place from Thursday for 3 nights in Cheb. So today's goal is just to give myself as easy a day tomorrow. It's Wednesday today, so hopefully tomorrow I don't have a huge day to get there, but got about 230k left until I get to Germany. So if I can do another 130 today, then I mean it's 100 to the border, so it's probably like 70, 80 to Cheb or something like that. So it is a little bit cold again this morning, so we've got the jacket on. It is summer. It is officially summer, and it's colder than when I rode to Bosnia back in February, March.
Bridgey thing, that damn thing's shut. Doing some work on it or something. And I've got to find a way around, which looks like I've either got to go all the way back to the last town and then around, or hopefully, it looks like there's some sort of trails that kind of go this way, through all these woods and stuff. So maybe I can go around that way, but I don't know, because it could just end up taking ages. Heading to a place called Millin, which is where I want to stock up on a few supplies, because after that I got to go up to the second highest point on my crossing of Czech Republic. The highest point being the literal start on the border. Just had some lovely descents down to this reservoir thing here. And now I've got to climb all the way back up by the looks of it. It is going to be a long day if it's going to be like this. I think I found a bridge, a little footbridge. Hopefully I can get to it. It's not too far away. I was planning to cross anyway, so hopefully just go around here and find it. Can I go across there? Yeah? Thank you. I'll take it. Oh, we're on the other side. Let's figure out how to get back on track. Well, I'm all stocked up and ready for the day. Had some breakfast and I'm ready to go uphill. Next, I don't know, good 20-30k pretty much up and down, and then up to the highest or second highest point, I think. That dreaded wind has started to appear again, and of course it's in my face. The only good news is where I'm heading uphill, I guess it's like a national park, foresty place, so hopefully it should be fairly sheltered. It's not so bad when you're behind the trees and stuff and you're coming through little valleys of trees and little rivers and stuff, but this open land is not great. Oh, it's so good out here. Trees blocking the wind. I expected it to be way harder to get up here, but it's just turned into an absolute breeze. It's been one of the nicest, easiest climbs ever, and I'm pretty much at the top. About 2,500 feet, it goes up to about maybe 2,006. And it's just so mellow. And the descent should be quite nice and mellow too, which is always what you want really. You get lots of distance with not a lot of effort. So good. Look at it out here. All to myself. This is a traffic-free road as well, I believe. It's a cycle route, and there was little signs back there saying no cars. So, how nice. So good. I'm just leaving this Pilsen place. Pilsen? I don't know what it's called. I've done 110k. It's nearly 4 p.m. I mean, it was so quick. Coming down from them hills, it was just so good. Even with the headwind, it surprised me a bit. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I think maybe from yesterday with all the headwind, got it into my mind that it was going to be a bit of a grind to get up that climb and everything, but with the tree cover and everything, it was so good, so nice. And I've got 125k until the German border. Obviously I'm staying in Cheb, so I've only got to get there tomorrow. So hopefully I can have a fairly easy day tomorrow. Tomorrow though, I am again going uphill, but I'll be heading towards the German border and I'll be running like alongside it, but not actually going into it. So I'll be following it for a little while. It should be quite cool, through some like woodlands and stuff before descending down into Cheb. But yeah, today has been really good. Getting up that climb and then just descending, what that felt like forever. So good, really beautiful as well. Just lots of lovely trails, and it was just nice. As it's 4 p.m, just gonna cruise into the evening, hopefully not get rained on. I managed to find shelter before getting wet once again. And as I'm leaving the city, I've got to get out of it a little bit and then hopefully find somewhere nice to camp. Again, there's lots of woodlands and stuff, and I think in about 20-25k anyway, I'll be coming through some of them. So hopefully another lovely night in the woods before a nice little cruise uphill towards Cheb and the German border.
Good morning, good morning. Today I'm waking up in another beautiful woodlands, another little forest, camp spot last night, and probably the last time I'll be camping in Czech Republic, because tonight I will be in a hotel place, B&B sort of thing, for a few nights just on the border of Germany, Czech Republic. But I've got to get there first. Now, yesterday, I did actually quite far in the end. I did 145k. I was very tempted to just keep going and get to the 165, but you know, came through here and I was like, okay, I better just stop and get a good camp spot. In the night though, it just rained and rained and rained. About an hour after I got into the tent, it just started raining. So it was pretty lucky I did actually stop when I did. Today, I feel like it's gonna be, you guessed it, another headwind. However, after the first maybe 20k, I'm pretty sure I'm heading into, just like yesterday, into like a big woodlands, into big forest, as I head towards Germany and like following the German-Czech Republic border towards a place called Cheb, which is where I'm staying. So I just want to get these first 15, 20k out of the way, because last night and even this morning, there's just been these massive gusts of wind just like coming over. So yeah, just want to try and hopefully not suffer too much in that wind. And hopefully when I get to like the woodlands and the foresty bit, it's nice like yesterday. Yeah, I agree. We should go and see what the day has in store for us. Let's go.
I was leaving my camp a little late today. I think I just needed a little longer in my sleeping bag to mentally prepare myself to leave the shelter of the forest and head back into the open exposed countryside and that dreaded headwind.
There it is. There's all that glorious, glorious forests. And a bit of an escape from the wind. Oh yeah, look at it out there. Incredible, if not bloody windy.
The moment of the day I had been waiting for. This forest not only afforded me shelter from that wind, but this forest ran right alongside the German border. This wasn't where I was going to cross though, but it felt nice knowing it was there. Germany was very close now.
That couldn't come at a better time.
This was seriously good timing for this little shelter. It is absolutely hammering it down. I was just about planning to stop as well, because I've done like 43k. I've probably got like another 30 or so to go, maybe even a bit less. A little bit of up and down, and then it's pretty much downhill to Cheb. But it is absolutely just belting it down. I'm hoping it's just gonna pass over pretty soon, but in the meantime, gotta have some breakfast. You got some banana chips. We got some, I think this is the sweetbread stuff again. And then we got some salami, a bit of sweet and salty. So the next few days are meant to be like this. So I probably timed this really well, because from Sunday next week is looking much better. At least
as the weather forecast says right now. Right, let's eat some food, put my coat on. Hopefully this will pass soon.
Home is a long way yet. England is my destination. I have cycled from England to Bosnia, then to Serbia, through Hungary, Slovakia, and now this beautiful country. The shelter appeared at the most perfect time, just as the heavens opened. Thank you for building it. I will now head to Cheb for a few days rest. All the best. Josh.
Cheb lies in the westernmost tip of Czech Republic and in one of the oldest towns in Czech Republic, with a history stretching back more than 1,000 years. Its medieval castle, a fortress that has stood watch over this corner of Europe for more than 800 years. A beautiful little charming town and my home for the next couple of nights, where I could finally have a wash before getting ready to head over to the German border.
Now, it's finally time to go to Germany. Oh, it's cold out here this morning and foggy.
With just 15 kilometers to go, after a long, windy adventure pedaling across the length of Czech Republic, I would be now heading to that German border in thick fog. All I had was a nice steady pedal, uphill of course. The ride across Czech Republic had been a beautiful and challenging one. But there it was. A few stone markers marked the end of my adventure across Czech Republic and the start of an adventure across Germany.